Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came about. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, whipping that cane, bagging a brick, fucking these hoes, drowning in six. Fork in the water, it's time to lock in. Pot on the stove, I'm at it again. Play with my order, I'm down in your man. Clip fully loaded, red dot on your head. VVS what? Watch cost a brick. Louis went gold, you niggas is sick. Back to the trap shit. Black K make 'em backflip. Pussy nigga, you a actress. Up a clip, got the trap lit. Kyle Lowry on the Raptor. 12 o'clock on the pastor. Throw 20, blow past you. You a sucker if you ask her. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, Christian Dior, dripped in my pores, laced in velour, tipping these broads. Louis and Gucci, my wrist kinda frauds. They pay me, you sue me, your clip getting tossed. Lauren the Fuji, she tricked till she score. Fuck for a Lucy, protect on her arm. Choke on choker, my neck kinda gone. You hating, I got it, I flex when you frost. Fresh up off the back block, 2 4s in a glass pot. Talk oil on my cash stock. Fuck hoes at the trash spot. Twin turbo bought a fast drive. 30 on the hip, nigga, man down. I'm that nigga that can't stand now. Middle finger to the feds now. Clap back. One threat. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, whipping that cane, bagging a brick, fucking these hoes, drowning in six. Fork in the water, it's time to lock in. Pot on the stove, I'm at it again. Play with my order, I'm down in your man. Clip fully loaded, red dot on your head. VVS what? Watch cost a brick. Louis went gold, you niggas is sick. Back to the trap shit. Black K make 'em backflip. Pussy nigga, you a actress. Up a clip, got the trap lit. Kyle Lowry on the Raptor. 12 o'clock on the pastor. Throw 20, blow past you. You a sucker if you ask her. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, Christian Dior, dripped in my pores, laced in velour, tipping these broads. Louis and Gucci, my wrist kinda frauds. They pay me, you sue me, your clip getting tossed. Lauren the Fuji, she tricked till she score. Fuck for a Lucy, protect on her arm. Choke on choker, my neck kinda gone. You hating, I got it, I flex when you frost. Fresh up off the back block, 2 4s in a glass pot. Talk oil on my cash stock. Fuck hoes at the trash spot. Twin turbo bought a fast drive. 30 on the hip, nigga, man down. I'm that nigga that can't stand now. Middle finger to the feds now. Clap back.
Yeah, we live, baby, we live. Hey, Kendra, what up, my guy? What up, my G? We live, we back, y'all. We back. You know, tonight fight Wilder back in the ring. Cause Wilder pulled it off. You know, is Wilder chin, still glassy? We're gonna find out tonight. Hey, bro, what up, my G? My nigga. Yeah. H Money Mob in the motherfucking building. Them H boys in the building again. Yeah. But we gonna talk it. We gonna talk boxing. We gonna talk Tank, Coach Calvin back in camp. We gonna talk Lamont Roach. We're gonna talk Turkey. And the money he's spending in the fights that he want to see. I agree with him. If you getting paid all this money from him, you shouldn't be running. You shouldn't be pulling the Devin Haney. The Haney era is definitely in effect. We're going to talk about the verbal agreement between Bill Haney and Norman Sr. A lot of verbal agreements is going around. We've seen a lot of ducks lately, and now, since a person moved up, now he a duck. I ain't never seen no shit like this. We're gonna talk it. We're gonna talk everything, We're gonna talk everything. But besides that, let me put this motherfucking link in the comment. The link is in the comment. Hopefully, get people up this joint. But we're gonna talk it, man. We're gonna talk it. Everything gonna be right. Everything gonna be true. And we're gonna keep it like that. Everything ill. But besides that, Wilder back in the ring. The competition he have, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't even been paying attention. I don't even pay attention to the heavyweight division no more. Because I seen the BS that been going on since 2019. Since the first Wilder and Tyson Fury fight. What I'm about to say, like I say, is all facts. It ain't a popular opinion. And the reason I say that because we watched the Tyson Fury get did to Deontay Wilder, but after that, how the fuck you can't knock out Usyk? How can you can't even drop Usyk and put him down and hurt him? You feel me? In every other fight that you had after the Wilder fight, you ain't even put nobody on the canvas. You feel me? You ain't even put the UFC guy on the canvas. You dig me? But at the end of the day, we seen two robberies. We seen the UFC guy Francis get robbed when he dropped Tyson Fury, and we watched Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight one when he got robbed for that fight. And then in the second fight, Deontay Wilder had a lawsuit and he got rewarded 70 million. And during that lawsuit, that's when an indictment came around for Bob Arum's stepson Todd and the Irish mob boy, for the Tyson Fury fight, the Bud Crawford and Spence fight, for the Usyk fight. It's a lot of things that's going on, and the boxing world need to be educated and know about this, but sometimes it ain't your business. So, us, we just mind our motherfucking business. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of things going on in the background. There's a reason why Earl Spence Jr. is not fighting. There's a reason. You understand me? A lawsuit is coming. I'm gonna always say it, and I'm gonna keep it live. I mean, I'm gonna keep it tall on this one. Me personally, I think Dana White is an agent. I think he's an informant, and he's coming over to try to find out where is this money coming from, how is it being generated. We watched the WWE and shit on the last press conference between Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford. It was too WWE-ish, niggas going out to eat for dinner. Like, you never seen this shit. Only WWE people do this. If you two fighters, y'all not negotiating at no motherfucking table, coming together, having dinner, doing interviews side by side. You're not doing none of that. So you can see the WWE shit that's taking place right now in the sport of boxing. In the boxing. It's going to take place. It's going to take place. But me personally, you know, uh, Dana White, like I say, he's a sleeper. He's the agent. That nigga's an informant. He's Donnie Brasco. You feel me? Just look at the press conference in the motherfucking fights. Like, they ass. You can just go upstairs away from. Like, them Jones ass. Them press conferences be ass. Hey, bro, Kendrell, how you feel about the press conference? How you feel about the last press conference? The only thing I took a lot from that press conference, and what I took was, like I always said, Bud ain't fighting no elite fighter. And if he did, he should have mentioned. See, the reason he ain't mentioned Gamboa and Earl Spence or Sean Porter because they hurt. You understand? They damaged goods. Even Jose Benavidez, damaged goods. You feel me? All of them was damaged goods. And don't for Sean Porter, Earl Spence, Gamboa, and Jose Benavidez, yes, those elite fighters on Bud resume. But the reason he's not labeling them because they was hurt. They was hurt. So everything T.O. stated the first time was actual facts. That nigga was it was hurt. I mean, they was all hurt. So by him mentioning Ricky Burns, like, bro, who the fuck is Ricky Burns? Nigga, 2011, 12, no, Ricky Burns was a nobody, nigga. The niggas that was popping down there at 135, 140, and all that, you had your Mikey Garcias, you had your motherfucking Adrian Broners, you had your Danny Garcias. Yeah, Victor Postal was a beast at that time, but once 2016 came, Victor Postal was way past his prime. That nigga was in his prime when he was 35 at motherfucking he was 35 years old in 2011, 12. He was in his prime, but after that, he was out of his prime. So for him to mention Ricky and Postal, like, it's damaging. It's damaging goods, man. It's damaging goods. But at the end of the day, what I tell a lot of people is a lot of people say, "Oh, Bud, go and run." Listen, let me tell you something about Bud, and I know y'all don't watch. I know people ain't really Bud fans. The nigga don't run. He's a brawler. He like to fight. He like to fight. The key thing I took out of this situation, right? And I'm listen, this gonna hit everything on the motherfucking head, right? I watch uh American, right? And Bomac, right? 2014, right? American tests positive for PEDs, right? So when he tests positive for PEDs, who was his trainer? Who was his coach? You guessed it, Bomac. Bomac was his motherfucking coach, right? Now I want y'all to pay attention. What year did Terrence Bud Crawford get in contact with Victor Conte? Right after American test positive. So that's why they went the Victor Conte route. Why? Because Victor Conte was his testing agency. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. People need to understand. When Victor Conte came to fuck home, he helped start VADA testing. He helped it get off the ground. The main bitch that found Ryan test levels positive, Kimberly Slumbers, where is she at now? Where the fuck is Kimberly Slumbers now? Oh yeah, I forgot. You understand? The fight was April 20th, right? So April 21st, which is one of my son's birthday, April 21st, that they should have tested his samples, right? But this is the key thing, they didn't. But the crazy thing is the sample he took Friday, the test he took Friday, y'all tested, he was clean. Just like Munguia. Y'all testing Friday, y'all test him a week before the fight. Was he clean? Yes. But all of a sudden, the day after the fight, which I'm gonna get into it, he tests dirty. Why does he test dirty? Because he not enrolled in VADA? Oh no, it ain't that. Is y'all trying to put a stain on Canelo team? Y'all trying to put a stain on Eddie Reynoso team? You understand me? When the whole time is Victor Conte is a well-known cheater. Victor Conte is known for steroids. Victor Conte is well known for nobody can detect it. But on top of that, he got VADA behind him. But let me get back to Kimberly Slumbers. May 1st come, which was on a Sunday. Who the fuck work on a Sunday? Which city business work on a Sunday? Everything is closed Sunday, right? But what did she do? Test Ryan positive. And soon as she tests Ryan positive, she resigned. Make it make sense. Why would you resign? Why would you resign soon you find a person positive for something? Like, it ain't making sense. But that's why I get at with this Bomac shit. Like, why you and Bud ran the Victor Conte? Oh, okay. Then Bud, why you never mentioned Spence Gamboa? Those the elite fighters on your resume. Those niggas are elite. But oh, Yeah, everything I was telling y'all about Gamboa was on a 21-month layoff. Don't it wasn't a 14-month. He was on a 21-month layoff. The 14 months came when he got into the car accident. Remember, he went on a layoff because he had a domestic charge against his wife. He was fighting his wife. He beat his wife up. He had a domestic. So they suspended him for 12 months. Then what happened? During that time, the nigga in Florida riding the bike, I think it was Florida or Texas, like Houston or something. He riding the motorcycle, get into a motorcycle accident. That's why his leg fucked up. When you seen Tank drop him, you seen that leg go. That was that leg. You understand me? So he went on a 21-month layoff. Then what happened? The nigga just end up having a fight. But the crazy thing is, what did Bud do Gamboa? He moved Gamboa up in weight. That's what a lot of people don't even know. He moved him up in weight. He moved Gamboa up in weight. And yeah, I got another thing about Floyd Money Mayweather, right? Hey, Floyd, you duck all of the fighters in their prime. Then you mentioning Canelo. Nigga, you fought Canelo at a catch weight. You drank that young man and fought him at a catch weight. And the only reason Canelo lost that fight because he tried to box you instead of fighting his style. You understand me? The reason Canelo lost that Floyd fight, even if he would have made it close, he still wasn't going to get the victory because who's the judge? Dave Moretti. Dave Moretti and Floyd like best friends. I won't be surprised they was at a puff party with Baby Oil. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it tall, you know? But at the end of the day, like I say, there's a lot of narratives being put in boxing that shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And then people run with it. And that be the crazy thing is the first motherfucker that breaks the situation, oh, he gonna give you a run for your motherfucking money. Know what I mean? He gonna give you a run for your money. But me personally, I just laugh at all situations. It's like Lamont Roach. We watching Lamont Roach go on a tour, right? Bro, you ain't do shit to the nigga. You act like you did what Pitbull did. Nigga, Pitbull did that shit from the 1st to the 12th. In the 9th round, you just had a moment. You ain't even have a moment. Tank had a moment. Tank had the moment of the motherfucking fight, which was the knee. But this is the crazy thing about boxing. And this is the crazy thing about you referees. That's why no judge, you ain't hear one judge do an interview, right? I'm talking about every judge that judge in the fight. You ain't hear one judge do an interview and told y'all that should have been counted as a knockdown. Why? Because if you know anything about, that's why I tell people, when you grew up in the 80s and the early 90s, when you went to a gym, you never did no pad work. You ain't do none of that shit. Your shit was footwork. Even if your footwork was good, you still did that shit for 90 days to 6 months before you touched that pad. And you learned the rules. You learned the book. You learned the rules. And if you know the rules, shit, I knew the rules since 1991. Since 1991, I learned the rules. We knew about the game back in 87, 88, and 89. But in 91, no, 90, 91, we learned the rules. And you can, if a person swinging and he did not touch you, even if it hit the guard, he did not touch you, you take 3 paces back, kneel on your left knee and raise your right hand up and look to the ref. That's how a fighter called timeout. But no, people change the narrative now. Like, oh, that's the fuck that is the rule. You can go to a gym right now. They put a nigga straight on pad work less than a week instead of teaching him footwork for motherfucking 90 days to 120 days. They don't even teach that no more. That's why the game fucked up.
I ain't even hit big yet.
That's good. That's good because that's how it is. You don't hit no bag. Everything is about your footwork. Long as we get your footwork established and your distance, then we're going to work on everything else. And once you got a coach like that, you know you got a great coach. You know you got a great coach. And why? Because your great coach, he going to hear all the bullshit, all the arguing going on in the gym, and he's going to keep his mouth shut. Why? Because he none of them niggas know what the fuck they talking about.
Yeah, that's true. That's why he don't get it. That shit.
Because he don't know because niggas never been there. Niggas never been at that moment. You know? Or you can say, yeah, I was at that moment. Yeah, you go through Golden Gloves, you go through all that. And another key thing is, right? This is what I be hating. If a person been fighting since he was 7 years old, I don't give a fuck if you got 10 fights as an amateur. You got some experience in the ring. I don't give a fuck if it's 10 fights. Even when you turn pro. Because that be the crazy thing is, I watch all of these niggas talk like when Dave Morrell fought, right? Oh, Dave Morrell have no experience, but Madrimov do. Dave Morrell amateur record is better than Madrimov record. But when Bud fought Madrimov, oh, he got all this experience. How he got experience and he only got 10 fights as a pro and he ain't fight nobody?
Cameron better than Measure,
You understand? Cameron better than all them niggas. Cameron, listen, I promise y'all, if Cameron Chuckazine get another title fight, he's taking that shit. Listen, I promise y'all, if Cameron Chuckazine get another title fight, he's taking it. The welterweight division is sweet. That shit is sweet. And Brian Norman Jr. will get exposed. Pacheco exposed him. He always get exposed when they touch that chin. You understand me? But he's gonna listen. That Brian Norman and Devin fight is ass. It's the battle with the chins. But I promise you, if Dev come in like the old Dev can get him out of here. I'm being real. That Dev fuck around and get a knockout. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? Cause I'm gonna say what the fuck too. Know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell y'all, I told y'all that nigga Norman, he not like that. He not like that. You know, then I watch everybody always mention, well, he sparred Bud and he did this to Bud. Well, he sparred Boots too, and Boots knocked him the fuck out. Boots dropped him. You understand me? Like, and people gotta say, what's sparring is sparring. No. If it's like that, then tell Virgil stop sparring his sparring partners. Stop fighting his sparring partners. Because his last two fights was his sparring partners. Bowenchuck was his sparring partner. Bowenchuck beat him and they robbed Bowenchuck. Because they thought Virgil was going to get the Crawford fight, which we all thought. But turns around, WWE come into effect. I got nothing against WWE because I like the setups and all of that. It's these fake ass storylines that's being invented. No, let boxing be boxing. Let boxing be great. Let boxing be great. And then Keyshawn late as shit. This nigga made a post. Yo, when was this fight? Like 2 weeks ago, 2.5? How the fuck you make a post 2.5 weeks later talking about, you know, I will be back better and greater than nigga, you ain't do nothing. Then word, I get word. Edwin De Los Santos still wanna fight the nigga. And the top prospect at 140 is Ernesto Tito de Jesus Mercado. Tito Mercado is the best motherfucking prospect coming up. And I don't even consider him a motherfucking prospect no more. Y'all better learn that ball name. And the young boy from New York, shout out to New York, Alex De Jesus. That motherfucker footwork, that nigga footwork crazy. El Bandit, that footwork, yo. I've been tuned into the young nigga, man. I've been tuned into a lot of young fighters. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna contact them and I'm gonna do an interview with all these young fighters. Because there's a lot of great young fighters coming up, and y'all only looking at the commentary motherfuckers. Y'all not looking at it's a lot of dogs out there. It's a lot of motherfucking dogs out there. You feel me? There's a lot of dogs out there, and I'm talking about pro. I'm talking about pro right now. There's a lot of motherfucking dogs out there, and when you want to watch like golden, like the amateurs, my son the top dog. I don't give a fuck what anybody say, and I ain't saying it because it's my son, and I got my son got my other son in the motherfucking gym. Know what I mean? But I promise y'all, man, it's a lot of it's a lot of young niggas out there that's nice. Even the young boy Dennis Thompson, all right. I just gotta see more of him. You know, I gotta see more of him. And is that this 2028 Olympics in America gonna be crazy? This shit gonna be crazy. You know, we got a couple fighters out of Philly. Hopefully, pop up on that joint. Hopefully, we get a couple. Yeah, it's another young boy too. It's another young boy too. That's like I forgot this nigga name. I know Salim and his other young boy. Ohio got some shooters, man. Ohio got some motherfucking shooters, yo. Ohio got some motherfucking shooters. Couple shooters coming out of Toledo, that's nice. Couple motherfuckers coming out of Cleveland, that's nice. Know what I mean? And I ain't talking Tiger Johnson. Know what I mean? It's some hitters coming out, man. And shout out to Robert Easton, one of Robert Easton Jr. fighters. They nice, man. And oh yeah, this what I wanted to break. I gotta do a video on this one. For the biggest fight at 140 right now is Devin Haney, Adrian Broner. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Yeah? Yeah, but right after that fight, him and Dev need to get it in. It's history there, true storyline. And at the end of the day, no, if Dev can knock Adrian Broner out, it'll mean a lot. I don't give a fuck if that fight was at 147. You know what I mean?
Fight with this nigga.
It'd be good. It'd be good. You know, I would like to see Blair Clives versus Rohan Blanco. Nah, I mean, Hummer Blanco would be a good fight.
Brian Norman.
That'd be a good fight. You know, see, Brian gonna go with different route. Brian gonna go with different route. I mean, I don't know why, but you know, them boys going a whole different route. Cause they fool as shit. They just talk a lot. That's why I don't really listen to the motherfuckers because all they do is talk a lot. You can like I said, you can just come on here and say, "Oh, I sent the contract," and then when the other person, nigga, you ain't sent no contract. Like for instance, I'm gonna break it down. Shakur Stevenson. How many times they sent the contract, and this nigga did an interview and say, "Yo, they sent the contract." Then 3 weeks later, oh, they ain't sent no contract. You lying bitch. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. And that's one thing I like fighters as fighters, but at the end of the day, all of the BS that's being talking gotta stop. It gotta stop. Because y'all come on here and y'all sell yourself short. These fighters be selling themselves short. And that's one thing I don't understand from these niggas. That's one thing I don't understand from these niggas. You know, because I'm gonna keep it tall. Like when we talk, like even when I hop on other niggas like channels and shit, you know, a lot. Well, like when they see me, they be like, "Oh, that's all facts." Oh, that's one of H Money boys. Yeah, nigga, that's my guy. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah, and we coming in here and we bombing on you niggas. Nah, man, and we bombing on you niggas because nigga over there at the family at the mob, nigga, we all show love to each other. You understand? We cook, nigga. We all cook. One thing wrong with you bitch ass niggas, y'all niggas getting paid by motherfucking Turkey and them. Y'all niggas getting paid by y'all niggas is sponsored by motherfucking Top Rank, Turkey, Matchroom Boxing, The Zone. Like y'all sponsor them. Y'all get a check by these niggas. We don't. So that's why we cook up and tell y'all niggas the truth. We leaders, not followers. We leaders, not followers. You know, we leaders, not followers. But yeah, but this Deontay Wilder fight tonight, man, like, hopefully, you know, Wilder get back on his game. Because like I said, ever since Wilder and Fury, when the last time Fury knocked somebody out? But like I said, in the second fight, Wilder got that lawsuit. He got 70 million. That nigga got 70 M's. And we all gonna find out. Because when Spence come back, he's gonna make a splash. Spence gonna make a splash. He gonna make a splash 2 ways. The legal way, and he's gonna make a splash in boxing. Cause all Bud Crawford doing is fucking his own resume up. Fucking his own resume up. That nigga, and he crazy. Bud is the craziest person I ever seen. Like
nigga said Ricky Burns.
Like Ricky Burns. Nigga, like who the fuck is Ricky Burns, bro?
Who said Ricky Burns?
Nigga, like you get Ricky Burns. Nigga, I'ma keep nigga. Oscar Valdez was down there putting in pain, nigga. Like you ain't even get to fight that nigga. That nigga been fighting for a very long time. A lot of niggas been fighting for a very long time. He fought Raymond Beltram. Bro, Raymond Beltram was ass. When you fought him, he had like 7, 8 losses. The nigga was ass. You understand me? But the key thing is there's 4 titles. I'm taking the ring out of the equation. There's 4 body sanctions. The top body sanction is WBC. Then the WBA, then the IBF. The WBO is the lowest belt to have. Nobody care about that belt, but Top Rank. Pay attention. This is no disrespect, because shit, if I was a top rank fighter, as long as I got a belt, I got a belt. But at the end of the day, the WBC, me personally, I call the WBO the top rank belt. Because every top rank fighter, the first belt they ever win is what? The WBO. Nobody give a fuck about the WBO. Why you think Keyshawn dropped that shit? And another reason Keyshawn dropped it, got to pay attention. See, Floyd Mayweather's an informant too. That nigga's an informant because he's an informant for PBC. He go in everybody's gym, take notes from them, and run that shit back. Like, yo, these niggas really can't fuck with Tank. Nigga, you know they can't fuck with Tank because he already whooped their ass every time they sparred him when Tank called them motherfuckers in for camp. But at the end of the day, Floyd is a funny nigga, man. That's all I can say. Floyd is a funny nigga, man. Well, I'm gonna let y'all motherfuckers go. I'll be back later for the cook up. I just came up here just to get some shit off my chest. But until then, if I ain't on, go to H Money Boxing, tune in, and it's just like that. Go to Orthodox TV, hit that sub button, and hit this fucking sub button right here, man. You hear me? I'm gonna get at y'all, dog.
One threat. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came out. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, whipping that cane, bagging a brick, fucking these hoes, drowning in six, fork in the water, it's time to lock in. Pot on the stove, I'm at it again. Play with my order, I'm down in your man. Clip fully loaded, red dot on your head. VVS what? Watch cost a brick. Louis went gold, you niggas is sick. Back to the trap shit. Black K make 'em backflip. Pussy nigga, you an actress. Up a clip, got the trap lit. Kyle Lowry on the Raptor. 12 o'clock on the pastor. Throw 20 blow past you. You a sucker if you ask her. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came out. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, Christian Dior, dripped in my pores, laced in velour, tipping these bras. Louis and Gucci, my wrist kinda frauds. They paid me, you sue me, your clip getting tossed. Lauren the Fuji, she tricked till she scored. Fuck for a Lucy, protect on her arm. Choke on choker, my neck kinda gone. You hating, I got it, I flex when you frost. Fresh up off the back block, 2 4s in a glass pot. Talk oil on my cash stock. Fuck hoes at the trash spot. Twin turbo bought a fast drive. 30 on the hip, nigga, man down. I'm that nigga that can't stand now. Middle finger to the feds now. Clap back.